So, travel laundry detergent sheet. So have you guys ever heard of that? If you haven't, let me show you a little bit what that is. So this is one of the one that we use. So it's not sponsored or anything. I just literally buy those things. We have tried a lot of different brands like Earthwise, True Earth, and those kind of things, and they all kind of function exactly the same. I don't know if I would recommend one over the other. We literally buy what is available.
Yeah,
or,
and you guys are going to have different brands available to you. So these products exist.
For you, Anthony, that's one which is very easy to get on Amazon US, which is where we usually shop. So inside this box, cardboard box, there is 3 small boxes. So this small box right here is a box of laundry detergent, and in there is, I think this whole box has like, I don't know, I think there's 15 each. Yeah, so it's 15 each. So that's 150 in this tiny box right here, which is 150 laundries, right? That is, if you do 3 laundry a year, sorry, 3 laundry a week, that's a year worth of laundry detergent, and that costs $8, and it's just right here, and that comes with no plastic or anything. So yeah, so inside there, you will find laundry sheets. So they look like that. So it's just a sheet that feels like a little sheet of paper. And so what you do, and this one you put it straight into your, with your clothes in there, and that's gonna dissolve and be the detergent. It is so handy to be able to carry that when you travel. It's really handy.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to do a small or medium load, which is about half the drum, you put 1 sheet. If you do a large load, then you do have to put 2 or 3 sheets in there. Just to make it really cool.
Heavily soiled clothes.
Or heavily soiled. But one of the great things to do is that those sheets are very easy to rip. I'm not going to rip it because I'm planning on using it, but you can just rip it and literally just do a quarter of a sheet and put it into a lavatory if you just need to wash like one item, if you're on the go and just,
not a lavatory, a sink piece.
Yes, a sink, yes, sorry.
Don't put it in the don't wash your clothes in the tub.
In the sink, yes, my apologies. So you can repeat and very easily. Yeah, why do you take the piss out of me? So you can repeat easily and oh, she's dead. And yeah, it's very easy to kind of use in the sink if you do. You need to wash it, and kind of like make it like fluff a little bit, like kind of move it a little bit. Flush it if you need if you wish.
Might be handy to use.
Wow, so we lost Laura today, guys.
Sorry.
But yeah, so they're really handy. So now the good thing with those things is that they usually don't use any harsh chemical, depending on the brand. So make sure that you research it. They're much lighter to carry. So this is like really light. Now we're talking at least like about half the weight of my cell phones. I need to look how big that is.
I was gonna say
so yeah.
Sorry, the weight of it, but I'll look at that in a second.
That's okay.
But
I can look at it.
yeah, I feel like even if you're going on a trip, you don't even need to take a full box. You can just literally put a couple of sheets in your toiletry bag or something, and you probably have all you need for a 2 weeks trip or whatever.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So you can put them, you can carry them very easily. So yeah, so those one, for example, they says like no bleach, no fluorescent, no phosphorus. So it's all that good stuff. And
but you still shouldn't eat it. It does have a notice on the back saying do not eat.
You can flush it, but you can't eat it. That's what it says on there. All right, cool.
But yeah, there actually doesn't state the weight on the box, but
doesn't really say anything.
It's light, and like I say, with the amount that you take, it's going to be even lighter.
Yeah, and most importantly, they actually do work very well, right?
Yeah.
So they do work really well. We use them not just for traveling; we use them at home. So that's the kind of thing. This is literally the box that I'm going to be using. That's a newer box, so I kept it kind of like sealed to kind of open it with you guys. But yeah, so that's something that we generally do use at home in our everyday lives, right? So being able to use the same thing, exactly, to be able to use the same thing that you use when you're traveling, that means that when you buy something, you can still use it at home, and there is no, as Laura said, there's no compromise right here. It's kind of really handy. So
Sherry says, I've never seen laundry sheets though.
Well, here you go. That's something. So you can find sometimes some in supermarket, but usually do have to buy them online. You can find them, as I said, on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description of this video for you guys. But yeah, so it does work very well. Yes, if you decide to do massive laundry and your clothes are super soiled, at that point don't use just one laundry sheet, use three of them.
Yeah.
But that kind of makes sense, right? It's the same like if you are at home and you do like the scoop, right? And you're like, oh yeah, absolutely like super muddy and super super bad. Yeah, obviously just do put some more in there. But those things are what we live by for, you know, now quite a few years. And they're very handy when you travel, because sometimes as well, like one of the situations where we use those the most when we travel, right, is that, well, let's say we've done, we are in some of the South Pacific Islands, and like something is we made something dirty, right? A lot of places are really muddy and everything. But you don't necessarily have enough to do a full wash. You don't want to pay for a hotel wash. You don't want to do those kind of things. Just doing it in the sink works very, very, very well. And the good thing with the South Pacific is that it dries overnight. It's very hot over there, so that's kind of really handy. So yeah, so that's something that we strongly recommend. We think it's a very, very, very handy item to have, and also it changes your everyday life, right? That is removing a lot of, this is basically, let's say 150 sheet, right? So usually one larger than that pack of powder is usually about 30 wash, right? You have 5 times more in something that small and that light. That saves so much carbon on the shipping and all that. So just the eco-friendliness around, I think, is just kind of really,
and there's
really handy.
No extra packaging, like it's not then wrapped in plastic inside the packaging, so that's great as well. And I think just actually a benefit of this brand, Wenge, just if we want to say something different about that, is we have tried a lot of laundry sheets in the past where they only come in large sheets. Therefore, if you have only a small laundry, it's probably a bit much. So at least you have options with those sizes. It's like you just only need to use as much as you actually need.
So laundry sheets in general are not a hard thing to rip and to kind of split and everything, but having them coming in small strips and then you decide how many strips you put in, I personally think I prefer that. But it's kind of like everybody likes different stuff. So now just to quickly recap how to use those kind of laundry sheets. So if you're using a conventional washing machine, it's pretty handy. Sorry, you put your clothes in there and you look at how much there is. As I say, if there is about half the drum, then you only need to put 1. If there is more than half the drum, just put 2. If it's super dirty, just put 3. It's fine. And you put the laundry sheets literally in the drum with your clothing. You don't put them in the dispenser at all. And then you just turn on your washing machine as normal, and you just do your normal wash.
Away it goes.
Yes, away it goes. Now, if you were to do the hand wash, you will actually put the water and put the laundry sheet in the water, and you kind of mix it to kind of make it a little bit of a product. Then you put your clothes and you keep on mixing it. So it doesn't have to be fully dissolved when it's in there, but you want to have it a little bit pre-dissolved before you put your clothes in there. And then don't forget to regularly flush the toilets as you're washing your clothes.
Yeah, Sherry says, I think I'll avoid washing in the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of up to you. Everybody does things differently, I'm in charge of laundry in our household, so...
and now I'm questioning that, distribution of chores. I think maybe I need to take over. If you let slip that you do the laundry in the lavatory.
I like to save water, people, and it does the
swishy moment in the motion.
So yeah. So anyway, jokes aside, that's kind of how you use those things. It's not anywhere like something hard to use or anything bad, and it dissolves very quickly. Like they're really kind of like soft stuff. You saw me kind of manipulating it a little bit. So yeah. That's laundry sheets in a nutshell. Obviously, the one we were talking about today was that brand, which is the one we're going to be using this month. We've used many different brands. We don't recommend one brand over the other. We usually kind of try to get the stuff that don't have bleach, don't have like any, of the bad stuff like phosphorus and all these kind of things, but it's kind of up to you. All right. Anthony, so yeah, that wraps up laundry sheet. Links in the description below. And here you go.